Welcome to IHateCars.net. My name's Jeff Rickerman, and we're coming to you from St. Louis, Missouri. People always ask me, should I put the money into my car or should I get rid of my car? Should I trade it off? What should I do, Jeff? So when I do that, I start looking at what the value of the car is, who the person is, how much money do they want to spend, and how much, are they looking to get in return from their vehicle. If a car is at 100,000 miles and it's paid off and the value is worth, let's just say $5,000. And if it's only worth $5,000 and you've maintained it well, but it's time for that 100,000 mile tune-up. We have to put maybe a timing belt, a water pump, guides, tensioners, tune-up, everything that you always have to do every 100,000 miles on a car, on most cars, not all of them. Some you have to do at 60,000. So now somebody comes into my shop and we're going to spend $3,000 on a $5,000 car. So do you want that car to go another 100,000 miles? You've maintained it. It's worth $10,000 or $5,000, well, either one. And you really don't want to get into a car payment. You don't want to spend $30,000 on a new car, $50,000, $100,000 on a new car and have that payment for another 60 months, 80 months, whatever, 82 months. And you don't want to do that. Well, it's a lot cheaper to take that $3,000 and pay that car off again in 10 months. If you make a $300 payment every month for 10 months, it's paid for. That's how I always try to judge what a car's worth, how much your payment is if you had to replace it, and how well you've maintained that car previously. If you haven't maintained it, then, you might consider maybe going out and getting a different car. But if you've taken care of it, and if you go buy a new car, the taxes on a $10,000 car might be $3,000 just for the taxes on it. So not only do you have to pay the $3,000 taxes on it, now you got to pay for the $300 payment for 60 months. That's a lot of damn money to me. I don't care who you are. So if you have a car, you like it, you enjoy driving it, you want to fix it up and maintain it so that it's going to last you for another 100,000 miles, then it's worth putting the money into it. I had a customer a couple of weeks ago come in, had a Suburban. And you know who I'm talking about. And his Suburban is really nice. He's maintained it well. We've done a great job on it. He's planning on keeping it to 300,000 miles. He has 150,000 miles on it, I believe, right now. And it runs great. It drives well. We did a lot of maintenance stuff. We did struts, shocks. We did a tune-up. We spent $6,000 on putting money into this car to get it to the next 150,000 miles. Is he going to have other issues as we go? Yeah, he's going to have other issues. It's a stupid car. We're always going to have to put money into cars. But if you look at it, his Suburban, if he had to go out and buy a brand new one, he has, 20 kids. He really has like 5, I think, 4 boys or 5 boys, something like that. And they all fit in the Suburban fine. They travel a lot. He needs the room. It has enough power. Everything's a great vehicle for him. So for him to go out and buy another Suburban, as nice as the one that he has, would probably run about $100,000. So to me, when you invest $6,000, rather than going out and buying another $100,000 car, that's a big difference. So to me, when you have a car that looks good and is in good shape and it, just needs to be uplifted, given a facelift for the next 100,000 miles, 150,000 miles, then it's worth it. If you've never maintained your car, you've never changed your fluids, you've never done any maintenance on it, then I'd think twice before I throw the money into it. So when I start talking about different things and different products and why we do the things we do, it's all based off of what your car is worth, how much money you're going to put into it, what your expectations of getting out of that vehicle are. It's very hard for a lot of people to think, wow, this car is only worth $10,000 and I'm putting $6,000 into it. Well, if you like the car and you don't want a car payment and you can pay off $6,000 a lot better and faster than paying off $60,000, then it's worth it. You know, if you think it's a piece of shit and you don't want to drive it, then go buy a new car, make the payments. All right, let's get a second opinion on this, whether it's worth fixing a car or not. Matt, you're a previous customer of mine. Do you have a moment to speak with us? All right, thank you for calling. Have a great day. Let's call another repair guy. Yeah, fuck you.
Hi, it's Derek. Sorry I didn't get to the phone. Leave a message if you'd like. I'm busy right now.
What are you doing?
I'm working.
You're on the air right now.
I quit. No, I love you. Cut me out.
Hello.
In the middle of the day, I'm right in the middle of bacon. I'm sorry, okay? We'll talk later.
Nobody wants to talk to me. We don't want to talk to you. Hello.
What do you want now, Jeffrey? Geez, you're always bothering me.
You're being recorded right now.
Well, hello, everybody.
Is that funny or what? That's funny. I don't care who you are. That's funny shit. I'm going to call a buddy of mine, Cliff, who's been I believe, in the business for about 20 years. And maybe we can have a little discussion about it.
Hello, Jeffrey.
Hello there. How are you today, sir?
Good, how are you?
Good. We're recording you on my podcast of I Hate Cars. So why would you recommend somebody spending $3,000 on a car? Repairs.
Why would I? Well, it depends on what all they're needing. If it's item to make the vehicle safe, I'm going to recommend it. If sometimes I don't recommend all those items, if the vehicle isn't worth it, they could put that money towards a new vehicle.
So what makes you determine if a car's worth it or not?
Well, if you have a vehicle that's worth $3,000 and you're going to try to put $3,000 repairs into it, I'm going to let them know that putting that much money into a vehicle that may not be worth $3,000 using like Kelly Blue Books, like that.
All right. If somebody is happy with their car and they've maintained it properly and it runs great, it's only got 80,000 miles on it, but it's only worth $3,000. But it's going to take $3,000 to get all the fluids done, the tune up, it needs tires. It's going to rack it up to close to $3,000. Would you still do that?
Well, you obviously can't make the decision for the customer. If you put $3,000 in a car and it's still only worth $3,000, then you take that $3,000 and pay taxes on a new vehicle. Yeah, you're losing money on a brand new vehicle as soon as it rolls off the dealership lot, but you've got a warranty that starts all over. And what I've always told customers is you're either going to have repair bills or you're going to have a car payment. And whenever you start having a repair bill that racks up every single month that could buy a new car, then you might as well buy a new car.
Thanks for talking with us on I Hate Cars, and have a great day.
Thanks, Jeffrey. Talk to you.
All right, bye-bye. This show is going to be about giving you the best choices to make when you go to the repair shop, and who do you need to talk to, and what you have to do with the technician or the manager of that shop when you're talking to somebody about making these decisions. So when you're doing that, that's where you get the help of that person to calculate and figure out together if it's worth putting the money into it. And there's some people out there that just don't understand, that are managing shops or what have you, of a good value of a vehicle to try to keep your money to yourself. Cars are not an investment. Cars are a waste of money. As soon as you drive it off the parking lot when you buy a car, you lose money. Nobody ever talks about that when you buy a brand new car. You know, you drive off the lot, you've lost a lot of money. And the value of it, if you went and traded it back in the very next week at that same dealership, you'll be shocked to think what they're going to deduct because you licensed it, you titled it in your name, you drove it off that lot. But on the other hand, once it is paid for, people don't understand that the money you're putting into it is not an investment. It's a point of, you're getting from point A to point B safely, efficiently, and with confidence. If you can't have confidence in your car to get you to work, to get you home to your family, to get you to do things with your family, then maybe you need to get a different car. Or you need to find somebody like me that can put you in a car that's going to be safe, that I would put my children in, and I would be happy to put your children into your car. That means a lot to me. So when I'm talking to my customers, you know, you got to realize that cars are not an investment. A house is an investment. You're going to make money on a house. You're going to lose money on a car from day one. And that's no lie, people. You got to understand, a car is a waste of money, but you have to have it. You have to get to work. You have to pick your kids up. You have to go home, and you want to make it there safely. And if you're not doing that, then it's time to get a different car. So, but don't think that it's an investment that you're going to get your money back out of it after you've already had it paid off, and a value of, oh, well, I'll trade it off. I can see I can get it $10,000 for my car. Well, yeah, you can get $10,000 if you've been maintaining it. If you haven't been, then guess what? You're not even going to get that. You know, when I quote out a value of a car, I'll go on the internet and I'll look and see what cars in my area are going for, whatever car it is. Try to get the same mileage of the car. So let's say you have a car that's worth $10,000, has 100,000 miles on it, and you price it out and it's $10,000. Well, when a dealer is selling a car, they have to make profit off of it. So they expect people to come in with a used car. Well, obviously, they can't give you a trade-in price without raising the value of their car up. So they're going to say, okay, well, your car is only worth $5,000. All right, well, they have money that's invested in their trade-in, the car you're going to purchase, that's going to help subsidize your trade-in car. And I'm going to get that a little bit more in detail than the next few podcasts. But in the meantime, whenever you're looking for your price of your car, see what they're selling for in your area. And then take off $2,500 to $5,000 off that price of what that car is actually needed from the dealer. So if they're saying they want $10,000 for it, if you walk in there with $7,500 cash, no trade-in, I bet you they'll take that cash. And they might even take the financing too, so they can make a little bit more money off the financing. That's how dealers work. If you go in and you bring a trade-in and their price is $10,000, well, they can give you a little bit more in your trade-in because they actually only want to get $7,500 out of their car. So every dealer inflates their price of their car to make you feel like you're getting a better deal on your car. But here again, if you're going to fix your car up, then it's always good to realize and look at the value of it and look at cars that have about the same miles on it that yours does. And that way you can kind of gain a little bit more knowledge of what your car's worth, what they're selling for. Now that is retail. That is not wholesale. That dealer might only have $5,000 in that car, but they want to sell it for $7,500 so they can make $2,500 off of that car. So if you take the $10,000 that's posted, take $2,500 off, on most dealers do this, and your car is going to roughly sell for $7,500. So by putting money into your car, you're not going to get money out of a car, no matter what it is, a new car, a used car, a car that you've had for a while. You're always going to lose money on it, no matter what. Just get it in your head. It's not an investment. It's not stocks. It's not bonds. It's not houses. It's not any kind of investment. It's not gold. Car is not something you're going to make money on. Unless you buy a car, you stick it in a garage, you put a cover over it. It's in a, what am I thinking?
Climate control?
That's it. A climate controlled area, room, garage, whatever. Then, and you just want to put it away for 30 years from now and reap the rewards from it, then that's a good idea. But if it's going to be your everyday driver car, it's a losing battle. You're never, ever going to get your money out of it. Now, repairs are repairs. Investments are two different things. That's why this first podcast is about investments and the value of a car and whether or not you should fix the car. And we'll get more involved with those issues about trusting certain shops and how to trust them and why you should invest money in the car that you have, if it's worth it or not. We're going to get all into that later on. We're going to talk about tires. We're going to talk about gasoline. We're going to talk about waxing your car. We're going to talk about why is it that there's different tires? Why is it that there's different gases? Why is it that there's different waxes to put on your car? Why is there different oils? There's going to be so many things with my podcast that you all are going to learn so much stuff because it's all in layman's terms. So I'm going to let it go for right now. I appreciate you listening. And always remember, it's free to be happy and keep smiling. Make somebody's day.
Why does he hate cars?